Now, Shanita's mentioned that she can't succeed in school because they will give fast explanations that she cannot understand, and every time she asks questions, they will get annoyed.
That's a lie. That's a lie. I have every single teacher she had, and when I ask questions about, like, I don't know how to do this, they're like, okay, if you don't know how to do it, I'll teach you how to do it. Like, that's their job. Why would they get annoyed for doing their job?
Well,
it would be certain circumstances of why they would be being
yes,
annoyed.
And that's what
because you're not doing anything in their class, and that's the only reason why they would be annoyed. Like this kid named Dion in my class, which I hate so much. I actually do hate him.
Stop saying that. Stop saying that.
I do.
Because if you saying that, you know what we went over that anger issue when you look at somebody as a fool.
But he is a fool.
Right, but pray for him.
I did pray for him.
Okay, then fall back.
It did not get better.
Okay,
but
okay, in that conversation.
Okay. But the kid named Dion in our class, which is in our 5th hour, he doesn't do anything. So when he's like, "Can I get help?" and then he makes like a joke out of it. Like he's like, "Can I get help?" and then she comes over. She's like, every single time for five times does that happen. So now she's just annoyed. He's like, "Can I get help?" and she's like, "Yeah." She comes over to him. He's like, "Nah, I'm just kidding. I know how to do this. Get out my face."
Well, Shanita would actually know how to do it, though. That's the thing.
Yeah, and she would be like, "Of course." And then he doesn't do anything. He's always on his phone. He always talks to other people, and he draws naked girls on his binder and everything like that.
And see, that's the thing.
And then
Shanita would take her drawings to school.
Right.
She would show off.
Mhm.
Yeah. And I would tell her that. I would see her with a book bag full of drawings. I'm like, why are you taking your comic book, thick as hell, big in your book bag, to school
That's book bags
every day? Yeah. I was like, and I remember I used to check her book bag. I'm like, why are you carrying all this stuff? I'm bored. It's not.
I mean, my friend Haley carries her drawing notepad, but it's like very like it's like this, and it's like that big.
She goes to school
because she's an A+ student. She has all A's.
I used to draw at school. You saw what I did.
Yeah, she has all A's, so she has time to do that. She finishes her work like that, so she has time to do it. Shanita does not.
When I would draw in school, all my stuff would be done. Then I would draw.
Yeah.
And see, that's the thing. She would go to school to show off, like she's asking to go to school now. What are you going to like to physical school? You didn't survive then. For 3 years you didn't survive. So how you gonna survive now? And even when she was in middle school, there was a problem. So it's like there's always a problem because I don't care.
Mr. DeMesa didn't like me because of Shanita. Cause he's like, you don't want to do anything like your sister. Cause I wasn't like going to school like that because of like stuff that was happening in the beginning of the year, and cause we were preparing for Junior's funeral and stuff, and the guy, we didn't know who the shooter was, so I didn't go to school.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I didn't go to school for basically, plus I had to enroll, and I wasn't there for the.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. So he's like, "Oh, you're trying to be like your sister." Like we had a talk. He's like, "Don't be like your sister." And I was like, "What do you mean?" And he was like, "Don't be like your sister. She did not do nothing in my class. She would talk, she would draw, and she would just sit there and sleep." Like he's like, "I don't know what this is." Like she had him 5th hour, so. And it's like right after lunch, and he's like, "Don't be like her because she didn't do nothing in my class." And if it wasn't for like extra help that she was getting, kind of, she would have failed. But like, and he's like, if this was like more consolidated, she would have failed. But like, fits don't hold people back. But he's like, yeah, she would have failed. Like, you need to just not be like her. You need to get on your stuff. You need to do what you need to do. Because you want a future for yourself. Don't be like your sister because she doesn't have a future for herself. She wants to just sit there and do nothing. She draws and she shows off. That's what she does. She contemplates about her life and talks crap about people. So, and he's like, I hear it. She sits in the front. I hear it. And he was like, "Don't be like her. Just do your work. You're doing good in my class. I want you to do good in my class." I was about to cry. Oh, thank you. He's like, "You can go to 2nd hour. Thank you." And I was like, "Thank you." And he gave an example of this kid named Anthony. He's like, Mr. Mesa. He's very truthful. He's like, "Don't be like that dumbass, Anthony." And I was like, oh, because Anthony does not do nothing. He talks back to him. He yells at him. He acts like he's the parent. Like Anthony acts like he's the teacher. He's like, "Do not talk to me." And I was like, Oh my god! I never heard someone talk to a teacher like that.
Okay, you're stealing too much airtime.
Yeah, but yeah.
Okay, but
Mr. Mesa told me that.
What about the teacher over there at Westview with that one boy? What was that one boy?
Oh, Miss Cardo talking to Logan.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call the
God.
police. I dare you. I was crying. Yeah, but yeah, that's what he told me.
Okay, but yeah. So key thing is they would explain the stuff to her if she wanted to, and if they don't see she's trying, it's like, like just yeah, just like in general. And I said, let's have Bible. We about to have Bible study. What did she say?
No, and she's like, I'm gonna give you a hard time.
Yeah. So if somebody wants to teach her, and she don't want to learn, she don't care to learn nothing. But at the end of the day, if you see somebody not paying attention to the lesson when you teaching it, and then they're sitting back and they're talking and they're drawing, and then she comes forth, I don't understand, and you see that she wasn't trying to understand the whole time, then that's, of course, a person will be upset. Like, yeah, like, you shouldn't be asking me this because you wasn't paying attention.
You had the time to learn. You weren't paying attention.
Yeah, exactly. So you want me...
when situations are like that, they start to just pass you up and ignore you.
Yeah, because they see that you don't care. They see that you don't care, and they say, well, why are you asking me? Because I know you don't care, because if you care, you would be paying attention from the beginning.
If I don't turn in one page of homework, my teachers ask me, they're like, what's wrong? Because I always turn in my homework. They're like, what's wrong? I'm like, I'm okay. Like, Mr. B, I can tell that Mr. B actually cares about the kids in band because, when something's wrong, like, he'll know when something's wrong, because he had us in 6th grade, so he knows how we act, and, he's like, what's wrong? Because, like, I was, like, pissed off in the morning, because of Shanita, because she turned off my alarm, and I was late for band, because I hate being late for band, because it's, like, the worst thing, but, I was late for band, and he's like, I caught an attitude with him, because I was mad, and he was telling me something, and I rolled my eyes, and he didn't yell at me. He was like, what's wrong? And I said, yeah, I was trying to be on time at school, but my sister had turned off my alarm, and I overslept, and I don't like oversleeping, especially when it comes to my education.
And that's something she'll...
He's like, it's fine, I'll raise your grade, because I don't want you to, feel like this is your fault. If you need help, he's like, if you need help, then you need to get a alarm clock, or you need to just separate yourself from your sister, because she's not going to help you when you need to wake up for school, because if she doesn't care about her education, then she's not going to care about yours.
How does he know about Shanita?
Because she tried to ask to join band.
And he knew about her?
And her friends are in band, so she'll always go over there, and he'll be there.
Okay, but he knew about her history and stuff?
Yeah, because of the teachers. The teachers talk.
Oh, okay.
But,
so he had fair warning.
Yeah, he's like, just because your sister may not care about her education, and she definitely doesn't care about yours if she doesn't care about hers.
But what is it called again? That's like the time when she, cut off your alarm, and she brings that up to me. Well, I said, when have I ever hit you? You hit the wall that one time when she turned off your alarm. And, I didn't want you to be late for school. And I'm like, yeah, why would you turn off her alarm? And I figure why she turned off your alarm for you to go to school. Because she know you got to go to school. She turned off your alarm because she knows you were doing good and you were going somewhere. And she's like, well, I don't care that she's going somewhere. It doesn't matter. And that's why she put... And that...
It's like...
Yeah, but hold on. And that's why she put gum on your dress.
Right.
Because, oh yeah, this is her proud dress. I'm gonna get rid of, get this on the princess dress. Yeah, it's like, alright.